Football's transfer window has always been a theater of chaos, filled with emotions, ambition, and power plays behind closed doors. But this time it feels different. It's not just about deals and numbers. It's about egos, redemption, and the kind of decisions that can define legacies. From Vinícius Júnior's crumbling relationship with Xabi Alonso to Chelsea's bold pursuit of Marc-André Ter Stegen, to Napoli breathing new life into Rasmus Højlund's career, every storyline feels like a movie waiting to unfold. Let's begin where the noise is the loudest, the Bernabéu, where a Brazilian star seems ready to say goodbye to the house that made him. Vinícius Júnior's journey at Real Madrid has been nothing short of cinematic. From the wide-eyed teenager who danced past defenders to the fearless winger who delivered on Europe's grandest stages, he became the soul of a new generation at Madrid. But lately, that rhythm has been broken. What began as whispers of discontent has now turned into open tension. After being substituted during El Clásico, Vinícius was caught muttering something that changed everything. "I'm leaving the team. I'm off, I'd better go." Those few words echoed across Spain like a thunderclap. Reports quickly followed that his relationship with Xabi Alonso, the man tasked with maintaining Madrid's golden era, had completely collapsed. It wasn't just a clash of personalities. It was a clash of philosophies. Alonso, obsessed with equality and structure, believes no man should be above the team. Vinícius, on the other hand, believes in the hierarchy of talent, that some players earn the right to lead, to shine, and to be protected. What followed behind the scenes was said to be fiery. Heated words between player and coach, followed by silence in the dressing room. And while the club refuses to issue punishments, insiders say it's already too late. The trust is gone. The Brazilian's contract still runs until 2027, but renewal talks have gone nowhere. And that leaves Madrid in a difficult position. Sell him next summer or risk losing him for far less down the line. But here's the twist. Interest is flooding in. PSG, Liverpool, Manchester United, and Chelsea are all circling, each dreaming of bringing the explosive winger into their lineup. Even Saudi Arabia has entered the conversation, dangling astronomical sums. But for Vinícius, the pull of Europe is still strong. The idea of joining a project where he can be the face, the icon, that's what drives him. Manchester United, desperate for a superstar to anchor Ruben Amorim's vision, might just be the destination he's waiting for. As for Alonso, his philosophy of discipline may earn him praise from purists, but it comes with a cost. If trophies don't follow, history will not remember him kindly for letting go of one of the brightest stars in world football. Real Madrid's youth project is admirable, but talent like Vinícius doesn't come twice. The Santiago Bernabéu has seen many icons leave, but this departure feels different. Personal, emotional, and filled with regret. The question now is simple. Who was right? Alonso, who refused to bend his values, or Vinícius, who refused to dim his light? Elsewhere in Europe, redemption is rewriting its own story. Rasmus Højlund, once labeled a Premier League flop, is suddenly the man Napoli didn't know they needed. 2 years ago, Manchester United paid a fortune to bring the Danish striker from Atalanta, expecting him to lead their next great rebuild. But the goals dried up, the confidence faded, and the pressure crushed him. 14 goals and 62 league appearances later, United decided to cut their losses. Then came Napoli's gamble, a loan deal with an option to buy. Under Antonio Conte, Højlund found more than just game time. He found belief. 4 goals in 6 games, each one meaningful, each one showing flashes of the talent that first caught Europe's attention. Napoli, impressed by his revival, now want to make it permanent for 38 million. And why wouldn't they? He's adapted, matured, and proved that sometimes the right system can make all the difference. For United, it's bittersweet. They lose a young striker they once saw as the future, but perhaps also find closure from a project that never quite clicked. Football is cruel like that. The same player who looked lost in Manchester now looks reborn in Naples. Meanwhile, Ruben Amorim, the Portuguese mastermind rebuilding Manchester United, is reportedly ready to go all in for Real Madrid's Eduardo Camavinga. The French midfielder, still only 22, has already collected medals most players only dream about. Yet in Madrid, he's often been the utility man, a left back 1 week, a central midfielder the next, never fully given the keys to the midfield. Amorim wants to change that. He sees Camavinga as the anchor United have missed since the days of Michael Carrick, a midfielder who can both protect the defense and dictate the tempo. The offer on the table? $80 million. It's bold, maybe even desperate, but that's what transformation looks like. Camavinga's versatility is his blessing and his curse. He can play anywhere, but at Real, that's made him a luxury piece rather than a central figure. At United, he'd be essential, the heartbeat of a new era. But big money comes with big risk. The Frenchman has struggled with injuries, and Amorim knows one wrong step could turn this gamble into another Højlund-like saga. Still, if it works, this could be the transfer that restores United's dominance. It's a high-stakes move, the kind that defines a manager's legacy. Then there's Rodri, the quiet general of Manchester City's empire. While others make headlines for drama, Rodri makes them for dominance. His understanding with Pep Guardiola is one of football's great partnerships, master and disciple, perfectionist and executor. After suffering a serious knee injury, the Spaniard is finally back, and City are wasting no time securing his future. Talks over a new contract are progressing, and the plan is clear. Keep the core intact. Guardiola knows Rodri is irreplaceable. Without him, City's midfield loses its brain. This extension isn't just about loyalty, it's about stability. Locking in Rodri and Phil Foden gives the club a foundation for the next 5 years. Real Madrid can watch all they want. City aren't selling. And as the blue half of Manchester rebuilds for the future, Chelsea are quietly crafting one of the most intriguing transfer stories of the winter. Marc-André Ter Stegen, the German shot-stopper who once seemed untouchable at Barcelona, is reportedly ready to walk away. Surgery sidelined him, and since then Hansi Flick has made it clear he's not the automatic number one anymore. For a player who spent nearly a decade as a cornerstone of the Catalan club, that's a bitter pill to swallow. Chelsea see an opportunity. The London side, still searching for consistency, believe Ter Stegen could be the experienced leader their defense needs. Robert Sanchez has talent, yes, but lacks the commanding presence that defines elite teams. Ter Stegen, with his composure, passing ability, and authority, fits the Premier League's chaos perfectly. At 33, he's far from done. And with the 2026 World Cup looming, he needs regular minutes to keep his place as Germany's number one. A permanent transfer seems unrealistic, not with his contract running until 2028. But a loan deal? That's where the magic could happen. Chelsea get a world-class keeper, Barcelona lighten their wage bill, and Ter Stegen gets the playing time he deserves. It's the kind of deal that benefits everyone, and yet it carries that same emotional weight that defines so many modern transfers. A club legend quietly packing his bags, a new chapter beginning elsewhere. So here we are, once again at the crossroads of ambition and loyalty. Vinícius might leave the club that raised him. Højlund might complete a redemption arc that nobody saw coming. Camavinga could swap the royal white for Manchester red. And Ter Stegen, one of Barcelona's most loyal soldiers, may soon be wearing Chelsea blue. The game never stops moving and neither does the drama, but now it's your turn. What do you think of these stories? Is Vinícius right to walk away from Real Madrid, or is Xabi Alonso justified in sticking to his principles? Should Manchester United go all in for Camavinga, or focus on rebuilding their existing squad? And could Ter Stegen really revive Chelsea's fortunes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your football-loving friends. Your support keeps the channel growing and helps us bring you more incredible football stories every week.